Hello, my name's Malaire and I'm here today to show you Minecraft Overseer. This is a pet project I've been working on which allows server administrators to have their servers independently monitored and alerted on when different things happen to them. So let me just show you the features we've got today. So first of all, we're going to sign up. So here we go. So first of all, we need an email address. We will send alerts here and small bits of service information. So provide a nickname, unfortunately it has to be unique upon the site, a valid password twice, and set your time zone. At the top we've got England and Americas, and then the rest of the world further down. Right, fill in the captcha. And that's it. Please ensure you read the terms of service before you sign up, and then click sign up. Right, we've been sent an email and I'll now go get the confirmation code from it. Okay, the email's arrived, so we'll paste in the confirmation code and click confirm. As soon as you do this, it logs you straight into the website. So here we're provided My Overseer, and this is the center of the service. We can add new servers, we can edit our account, we can go back and alter things like a password, email address, and time zone. An additional link to add another server, and manage our notification actions, which we'll come to later. So first of all, I'm going to add a new server. So we enter a nice name here. So this is for our reference. So this will be Caledonia Demo for us. And then we enter a host name. Now, as you can see in the instructions above, we take host names, IP addresses, and SRV records. We recommend that you use a host name with an SRV record, and then you don't have to alter anything in here if your ports change or your hosts change. If you do have to come back later and adjust either the host name or the port, you'll have to go through the verification step again, and we'll show you that in a second. So what we'll put here is an SRV record that I'm currently not using for Feed the Beast. Leave that blank. We'd leave that blank if we're using 25565 as the port, or if we're using SRV record. And we set the query interval to every 15 minutes. You can go more infrequent if you wish, but I can't really see the point. And we'll just ignore this option for now. So we'll create a server. So wonderful, it's created it, and as you can see, it's created and the initial query was queued. Now sometimes it won't do this absolutely instantaneously, but we can see here that it was queued, and we can see that our server's been registered as up. And it says that we need to do server verification. Now this is where we get you to add something to the server message of the day, so we can prove that you in fact own the server. So there's brief instructions here, so I'll just run through it now. We have our server running, so the first thing we have to do unfortunately is stop the server. This is a vanilla Minecraft 1.4.7 server, so we've now stopped the server. First thing to do, or only thing to do really, is edit server.properties. And at the very bottom you'll see our message of the day. We need to alter that and add the verification code from the previous page anywhere in the message of the day. I've put it in the end because I like putting things at the end, but it can go anywhere. So we'll save that file and we'll restart our server. And the server's running. Right, going back to the web page, we can now click this button, which is Query Server. And then we can see Caledonia Demo has been queried. And once again, we can see some information down the side. This is when we last checked it, the server address it had when we checked it, whether it was up at the time, the message of the day at the time, and the number of players and the version, and some other information. So we've requeried, we'll refresh the page, and hopefully, excellent. We've got a different message up here, and if we look down here, it now says we're verified. So just warning you now that server is not currently enabled, so this means it won't be being checked automatically. It will only be checked when we press this button. So let's enable it. Done. And the bar at the top has gone green, and this lets us know that last time it checked, and within the 15-minute interval it was seen to be up, so it will show as up for us. Now that our server is verified and enabled, we can configure it to actually do something with the events that are being generated. Currently we support 4 different actions on an event. These are email, RSS feed, Twitter, and URL callback. The last complicated, so I'm not going to go into it for now. So first, what we'll do is we'll enable our public page on our server. We'll need this for RSS. And you'll notice that two RSS icons have appeared over here. So we'll leave that alone for now. The first thing we're going to do is add our Twitter account to our Overseer account. To do this, we go to Manage Notification Actions. And you see that there are no actions defined. This doesn't mean you can't email or can't use the RSS feed, they're just not included here. So we'll create a new Twitter action. So we're now diverted over to Twitter, and this is where you need to log in. What this will do is give the Minecraft Overseer account access to your Twitter profile and permit it to send messages as you. So when you're happy, click Update. And there we go. We have one called Caledonia Server, and its type is Twitter. You can see at the moment that it's not being used by any servers. So we'll go back to a server and add it. Caledonia Demo. Right. Oh, and we can see another event's happened 9 minutes ago. The message of the day changed when we added our verification key. So we'll now edit notifications. And here you can see the configuration for the server. And we can see that it's currently configured for sending emails when either it goes up or goes down. The server RSS feed, we'll leave alone again for a second. And here we have at Caledonia Server, which is our Twitter account. So we'll also add, we'll actually make all the notifications match. So there we go. And we click Save Changes. That's it done. Right, let's go back to our server. Now that we've enabled notifications for email, RSS and Twitter, I can show you how they work. Email is relatively simple, that when one of these events happens, you receive an email to the email address you provided earlier in your login name, which will contain when it occurred, what occurred, and any additional information. RSS is a little more complicated. We have two different RSS feeds. One that only administrators use, and one that anyone who's public and knows your server URL can use. The public one is this one, and it will show all information that you have in here. This one, the blue one, is affected by the options that you chose in Edit Notifications. Finally, Twitter works in the background, and is probably the easiest to demonstrate. I will now change the message of the day of the server so it no longer has the verification code in it. And then we'll refresh. This will cause a notification to fire because the message of the day has changed. Okay, I've changed the message of the day and the server's running, so we can now query a refresh. And this should start another event. So it's been queued, I'll give it a couple of seconds and press F5. Yes, we can see a new event. 5 seconds ago we got a new message of the day, and that's what I set it to. If we now flick over to Twitter for the Caledonia Server Twitter handle, we can see that we've now had a tweet from us, and we can see there's a new message of the day. You can see here the type of message, or the type of event, the details, and finally this 5 is its unique reference number. At the moment, that's all Minecraft Overseer does. We do record a lot more information like the latencies and the amount of time it takes to connect to you. So in the future we expect to produce some nice interesting graphs and statistics that may help you decide whether your host is still suitable. Thanks for watching.